What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys. This is a Vlogzilla. This is like the third time I'm attempting to do this, maybe even the fourth time in a way. Recorded a Vlogzilla last week while I was out and about driving around, and it turned out really bad because camera fell a bunch of times and the video got a little weird, and I decided to scrap that one. Recorded another one last night when I got back from TRU, a little bit later in the night actually. And when I listened to it today, I hated it. I completely hated it, so I got rid of that one. But there's so many things I want to talk about. Tonight I did a little, well, you'll see this in the morning, but a little bit earlier. I did a Ultrazilla live test with my phone. You know, the couple times I did an Ultrazilla live early on in this Ultrazilla thing, I did it through my computer and it looked really bad. It looks like through my phone it'll look a little better. So, you know, I just tested it. Thank you to the few people that were on while I put on a test. You helped me out a little bit. That really helps. I thought about scheduling one for last night, but I figured I want to build to do and something like that, and I do want to do Ultrazilla live. I want to be able to interact with you guys, but I want to schedule it. I want to tell you like a week in advance. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, this is when I'm going to do it. And I wouldn't mind it becoming a once a month thing here, and that's the type of stuff I want to talk about on this Vlogzilla, amongst other things. I have a lot to talk about, so hold on. Really late night coffee, but it's not bad. It's not that strong, so that's good. It's a nice light coffee. So a few things I want to talk about. You know, channel stuff. Starting with that Ultrazilla Live. What will we talk about at Ultrazilla Live? That's a good question. I want to talk maybe some like toy news, some channel stuff, you know, stuff I talk about here with Vlogzilla, but, you know, doing so in an interactive way. We, you know, like just playing it loose a little bit, talking about the weekend toys or whatever is, you know, the current topics, what I'm doing here, what I'm pre-ordering. You guys can ask me questions. You know, like stuff like that, you know. I think it's a good channel building exercise. So definitely something I want to do. I will schedule something, you know, this coming June, and I will give you guys a week notice. I think it's going to be on a Sunday night. That's my current line of thinking. If you guys think it's better to do it on a Saturday night, let me know your thoughts on that. I figure Saturday night more folks are out and about, right? You know, so I don't know. Definitely could go either way on that. So that's one thing that I want to like start including on the channel, is like a monthly Ultrazilla Live. Another thing I want to do as a like kind of like a brand building thing, and this one is really important, and this is kind of like a long-term thinking about what I'm doing here, you know, with Ultrazilla Toys. Yes, I'm reviewing toys, and yes, I want to continue reviewing toys, but there's so much more that I would love to do. I mean, you guys know I'm in the comic industry. I am a comic book letterer, but I was a comic book writer as well. I wrote a lot of stuff, you know, prior to like really focusing on lettering. And I've had an opportunity right now to get back into writing by rewriting one of my old projects, like that never got published completely, and have it actually come out as a graphic novel in Argentina first. So I'm rewriting it, you know, I've beginning stages of rewriting it for that, and then that has an automatic publisher waiting, which is cool. And then I want to, you know, do a Kickstarter for that here, so that's pretty cool. It's not Ultrazilla related, but it is because it sets me up to start writing again. And the thing I want to do here is, like I said, a little brand building exercise. What I'm going to be doing is my little Ultrazilla, the Ultrazilla itself, the little avatar, the little silhouetted looking kaiju with little, you know, the blue lines going through it. That's my Ultrazilla. I want to develop Ultrazilla more. You know, like I want to actually design it in a way where it's kind of looks like its own thing more than ever. And I draw. So like I'm gonna be doing also a monthly at some point Ultrazilla, you know, building Ultrazilla or creating Ultrazilla. I don't know what I'm calling it yet. Where I actually show you, you know, like it's gonna be a video of me drawing, you know, various things and kind of coming up with these, you know, new look. Ultrazilla has, you know, had a couple of incarnations as a logo so far, like, you know, as an icon. I want to further that. I also want to like redo my logo, and I want to include you guys in that process. I think that's fun to do, show you a little bit more of what I do, you know, not just reviewing toys, you know, but it is, you know, it encompasses what I'm trying to do here with Ultrazilla. You know, like I have ideas of where to go with that. You know, again, I do comics, you know, I'm into toys now, and I'm doing a lot here with toys. My wife is has a lot of experience making toys, actually. She had her own little crochet toy company that she did for quite a while. And then she like switched off and started doing some other stuff, but she's like kind of wanting to get back into that as well. So we might collaborate a little bit down the line, or pick each other's brains about doing stuff. Well, you know, she's my wife. But there is long-term goal plans here besides doing what I'm doing, which I continuously love doing. So this is awesome, and I want to continue to do it. But I feel like, you know, it'll be cool to like grow and be even more, you know, why not, right? So that's something I'm really interested in doing. Let me know your thoughts on all of that. So I think that's pretty cool, and definitely something fun to include in the channel about, like, you know, redesigning the Ultrazilla. And maybe, you know, there might be some comics down the line, or a toy, you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, you gotta have goals when you do stuff like this. At least I, you know, like, whenever I do something, I want to try to take it to the max, you know, like that's why when I started lettering comics, I switched off from writing and I kind of really focused, you know. So like, you know, Ultrazilla Toys here is like, has really like taken over my life in a way, like big time, you know, and I really, really enjoy it. So I definitely want to keep growing it while doing all my comic stuff, so, which I love doing. So for them to meet in the middle at some point is definitely a long-term goal, no doubt. You know, so just stuff, you know, that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and some plans, like some short-term plans for the channel with the Ultrazilla Live and the creating Ultrazilla, you know, some different things to look forward to. And, you know, we'll keep on going here, doing what I do. You know, I want to mention, while we're talking about, like, growing the channel, I've been mentioning it at the ends of my videos, but, you know, including now with my Facebook page, I also have an Instagram and a Twitter. So if you guys haven't, come check me out there on Instagram. Instagram is really awesome. I really love it. And I'm glad I finally, like, took the Ultrazilla stuff off of my personal Instagram and created the Ultrazilla Instagram, which was the right call, you know, like that is where that stuff should be, and it allows it to grow better on its own, you know. Like, I'm taking all my thumbnails that I do here, which I love. That's another little thing, you know, where I'm combining what I do, my day job, with, you know, this stuff, where I'm marrying like the photos with the text. But on Instagram, I'm taking those photos and I'm, like, you know, giving you a different look of that photo exclusively for Instagram. And I'm putting up other photos on Instagram. And am I very washed out right now? Let me move that. All right. Hey, that's a little better. All right. So, you know, like, come follow me on Instagram. You know, that's been growing nicely. I've only been doing it like, you know, a couple of months, not even a couple of months now. So that's starting to grow, and I'm posting almost daily there. But yeah, I mean, Twitter is another animal altogether. It is hard to get, like, traction on Twitter. So come, if you're a subscriber here and you're watching this video and you have a Twitter, come to Ultrazilla Toys and, you know, follow me there. That'd be awesome, you know. Posting up links to all the reviews here, you know, retweets of like a lot of toy news, some other toy opinions, trying to do some exclusive stuff there that I'm not doing on my Facebook page. So, you know, it's a process, you know, even if it's not like, you know, super unique to Ultrazilla, I want to have that Twitter and I want to keep it active, and I want it to grow, you know. We'll see how it goes. You know, it's a good place to like try to keep in touch with like a lot of toy folks that I know. So I think even if it's like a super slow growth there, it's good to have. But if you guys are on Twitter, again, come join. That would be awesome. I really appreciate it. On both of them, Instagram and, you know, again, if you aren't on the Facebook, please come do that as well. Facebook has been like, that was the first stop for me in this Ultrazilla journey. And it's still been like one of the main, besides this, the other main hub, because like that's where like I post all my first opinions of all the news out there. So yeah, that's big. That's big for me. Will there be an Ultrazilla website, Ultrazilla Toys website down the line? Yes, for sure. It's part of the plan. I just don't know what would make it exclusive, what would make it like unique. So I have ideas, you know, like if you guys followed my Ultrazilla Facebook page, you guys know I did like little comics on there just for a few weeks. I tested it out like early on. I like doing it, but I feel like it gets lost on some like on a Facebook page after a while. So that's something I would love to do on, you know, it's like taking pictures of my figures and then like doing like little funny things with them. So yeah, I want to, that would be something I would want to do there. Probably getting away from eBay, because I start and stop because it's like so expensive to actually even sell on eBay these days. Setting up like a shop, you know, in my on my website would probably be something I'd look at. You know, like that would be really good, where like I could take like, you know, hey, you know, you want to buy this Thanos, here it is, you know, and I'll give you a description and then, you know, secure link to PayPal and whatever, and boom, that would be ideal. You know, this way, you know, you're dealing directly with me, you know, and you're still doing like PayPal, which is secure, you know, and that would be good, I think. You know, no fees and whatnot. So yeah, so that's something probably I would do on, you know, if you see me rocking here, it's because I actually got a new chair, and I should have featured this on Haul of the Week because it's a big part of my studio. It's like a kneeling chair that rocks. It's supposed to be better for your back, which I have back problems, so yeah, I got a chair. I'm not picking it up, it's kind of heavy. But yeah, it rocks. It has no back though, which is a little hard to get used to. It's good for working because I have a Cintiq, you know, so I work on the Cintiq, so I'm always like down, you know, like, you know, this is a back scratcher, this is not my pen. But yeah, so yeah, like that's, I got a chair. Those things are things I want to do. Website, you know, that's probably further down the line, I think. You know, we'll see how everything, you know, progresses. You know, my main thing though is to continue doing reviews and hopefully giving you guys, you know, the best reviews possible that I can, and as many as I can during a week. I try hard, guys, you know, like, you know, I've had some really good weeks lately where I've done a lot, and I've had a few weeks where I've done, yeah, not so many, but still a good amount, I think, you know, comparatively out there, you know, like, I think I'm doing pretty well in the quantity department. Let me know if it's even too much, you know, for you guys. For me, it's good because I have so much stuff to work through that, you know, I'm just, you know, I just want to keep banging them out. But I won't do more than 2 a day if I do that, and you know, and I try to schedule them as much as I can. 7 a.m. EST, 7 p.m. EST. That's when you more likely see a video from me, unless I'm like really late and I just want to get something up. You know what I'm saying? But those 2 times is when, you know, my usual like times of uploading videos. So that's, you know, ongoing, you know, reviews are ongoing. Diversity in those reviews are ongoing. You know, like some videos don't do well and some videos do. I've talked about this before. I really, at this point in time, I can't really do much about that. You know, like I hype them up where I can, you know. But if you guys, you know, help me share them, that would be awesome too. So, you know, I'm putting in the work, guys. I'm putting in a ton of work. You know, right now I'm a little, you know, I'm no frills. You know, like I have my bumper at front, and you know, a few cuts, but like, you know, it's straightforward reviews. You know, I try to stick on topic. I want to show you the figures. I want to be able to play with those figures in front of you. You know, like, I think that's very important. That's the style of reviewing I like, you know, like, you know, personally, like, it's good to get that feel from it. And I like to, like, you know, talk off the cuff, you know. I don't script my stuff ahead of time. I want to talk. I want my ums and uhs and everything. I want to be real. I've always said that, like, I don't think that'll ever change, really, because I think that's, like, such a good way to go about things, you know, whether it's like super professional or not, it's me. And I think I've grown. If I listen to some early reviews and like, whoa, compared to the way I am now, it's a big jump. I'm like so much more comfortable now and just yapping, you know. That's why I got into this in the first place, because I love yapping. So it's perfect for me. So yeah, like I want to continue doing that and just getting out as much as possible for you guys. I think that's very important. So, you know, like I just, you know, my problem is that diversity is a problem, because, you know, like I have a lot of like fans that have like one thing I'm looking at, and then like maybe not as much that like other stuff, you know. So I don't know, you know, if I knew a way to, that secret formula into getting, you know, people to view every video, that would be awesome, you know. It's just, there's highs and there's lows. So I just, right now, that's the loop I'm in, you know. Like, consistency would be awesome, you know, like I would love to get that consistency, you know. It hasn't happened yet. It is what it is, you know. Like, all I can say is, like, even if you don't like my subject, maybe you like me. Watch, you know, the reviews to hear my opinion on something. I know I do that, you know, like, and I've said this before. That's how I like, how I choose the YouTubers I like. You know, it's not about what they're reviewing at all. It's really about how they carry themselves, how, you know, are they real, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's their expertise? You know, how do they come into these things? You know, like, I have a lot of different, you know, viewpoints, and I come into this from a lot of different viewpoints. It helps that I'm very diverse, because it grounds me, and it allows me to, like, not be, like, super critical of one thing, because I think I have experience, like, with this other thing, you know, and I could compare him, you know, better, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've also know a lot about the business side of things, just because of where I've worked in the past, so that helps me a lot too. So, you know, that experience, I think, shines through at times. I don't know if it does or not, but that's something, you know, I want to talk about, you know, and let you guys know about that. But yeah, you know, like, I think that it's important to grow and to keep doing what I'm doing, and just to plow forward and move forward. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep growing. You gotta keep going, and you gotta keep growing. Cheesy? Yes. But let's switch subjects. I didn't have no segue, but let's just switch subjects, because I've talked almost 20 minutes about the channel and stuff and growing and blah blah blah. But I think it's worth having these conversations, letting you know what's going on in my head and stuff like that. So, a couple things I want to talk about. TRU, right? You saw my PSA on TRU. The first thing I want to say is I had some comments like, oh, my TRU went on sale and went to 50% off on Monday. My TRU went off to 50% off Tuesday. You know, like, and so on. But like, I can only go by what I saw, right? You know, I'm glad you guys are, you know, chiming in. That's good for the community to know about. You know, like, the email from TRU came Thursday night. I went on Friday night, so that's the only time I could do it. Not everybody even gets emails or checks TRU's Twitter or checks into TRU on a daily basis. You know, no one can do that, you know, all the time. I certainly cannot. So, you know, me getting it out there is, you know, I think is important because it allows people to go, oh, you know, people that don't know, to go check their TRU again. So, you know, I thought that was really an important little video to do, because 50% off, I hadn't done it before, but 50% off is huge, so that's really good. And I, as you guys saw, I did pick up something. I picked up the Cybertron, Transformers Cybertron, which I still think it's overpriced, but, and I would have loved to have gotten it even cheaper. Like, that thing is $150, which is absurd. Like, I've said this before, it is absurd that Hasbro charged $150 for that thing. So to get it at $75, I feel like is the actual what the price of the item should be. It's a little bit bigger than the leader class. It has lights, it has sounds. $75. That's the price that it should have priced it at. So I feel like I didn't really get a discount on it, because I was never gonna pay $150 for it ever. So 75 is, and if you guys know me, I've said this on Repack Podcast, like, and I said this on my Facebook page. I like tweeted Hasbro about this. That is a $75 figure. So I paid for it what I thought it was worth. You know, I wish I would have been able to get it cheaper, but I couldn't wait on that one. There was only one in my TRU, so in one of my TRUs. The other one didn't have it at all. So is what it is. Had to get it. You know, I wanted it, so I had to get it. I wasn't gonna let it go. You know, there's a couple of other items that I'm like, bigger items that you know, more expensive items that I'm eyeing, that at the time of this recording, well, I don't know, the time of my PSA recording, they had a lot of stock of. So I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of playing chicken with those to try to get even better discount, because they're pricey. Because so, well, one is pricey and one is not so pricey, but I don't even want to. Like, I could wait for a while for that one, you know, like, I could get it to 75% off and then I'll pull the trigger. But I might get, it all depends on stock. I'm going to start looking at my TRUs a little more now that we're at 50, you know. I'm going to, like, start popping in a little more. Because I have, like, no life, apparently. Like, nothing to do but go to TRU. I'm not saying that like anybody else. I mean, like, me personally, it's just like, this is my mindset now. Like, I have to go get those items. So like, and there's other items I would like to get, smaller items, but I don't care if I don't get them or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things, like, I might do like a little mop up of like items at the end. I was like, okay, let's 75% off. Let's get all this stuff. You know, like, I would do that. There's probably going to be a video of me doing that at some point. But yeah, that's, like, you know, what I want to talk about with TRU. And guys, just enjoy it. That's another thing I want to say. Just enjoy it. You know, like, I've seen some people, like, still, like, being sad about it. It is what it is at this point. It sucks. It sucks for the workers, you know, like, but I think at this point, they are okay with it. You know, I think a lot of them have left. I haven't been with a company that's gone under before. Like, they make it worth your while to stick around, or like a company that's moved. This has happened to me multiple times. They'll make it worth your while to stick around, you know. So those folks are probably, you know, that did stick around, are well taken care of, and then they hired a whole bunch of other folks, you know, temporary, to get them to the end. So I think a lot of the folks that were affected probably, you know, a lot of them probably left, or a lot of them are taken care of. And, you know, I mean, we all have to move on sometimes from jobs. It's happened to me multiple times. So at this point, I think they're okay with it. I think we should be okay with it. And I think the only thing you should be concerned about is going there, enjoying the last, like, 40 days or so, less than that, of TRU's existence, buying as much as you can, because I mean, enjoy that. That, like, huge discounts, and don't worry about everything else. That's all I gotta say about that, you know? Have a good time at this point, you know, like, with it. And get some cool stuff. Get some cool stuff, peeps. Speaking of cool stuff, hey, segue. Better segue. Tonight, because I have no life on a Saturday night, I took a drive to pick up a couple exclusives. So we're going to do a little unboxing here in this Vlogzilla. Ooh. My exclusives dealer doesn't live so far from me. My Tamashii guy. So I got Alien Zarab here from Ultraman. And something else too. So he got these in earlier this week. And what he does is kind of like gets orders from a bunch of people, and then like you know, you get a little bit, you know, get a little bit of a break on the delivery from Japan, which is good. So yeah, it's really cool. If you want to check him out, he's on Twitter at Gundam Virtue. So check him out. If I could get this open, that would be nice. You know what? I really don't care about the shipper box. I don't know why I can't get this open, but I've thrown away all my shipper boxes at this point. So there's this dude. I'm not going to open these guys up. This is a long video already, so. But at this point, I wanted to it's still the weekend, and I said I might do another like haul video, but I'm going to keep it here because I don't want to do another haul video. Because also I was supposed to get together with Tom and Ray from Uteki Sales, and we just couldn't get our schedules all together. And Ray's got Ultraman Jack coming in this week, so I might as well wait a few days to grab that and the two other items that Ray has for me. So yeah, might as well wait. The other item I got, I had to make a cut there. Ran out of space. And I opened this while going. Is the 10th anniversary Gurren Lagann set, which is awesome. This is the Super Robot Chogokin version, and this has the, I believe this has like the drill and everything, you know, so very cool. I never ever got the version, the single version of it, despite trying to get it multiple times. I started collecting this line after it came out, so I pretty much had to try to get it on the aftermarket, and I just could never find it. Oh, I almost found it a couple times for a price I wanted, and I didn't pull the trigger in time, but it was used, so, you know. Ooh, something fell on the floor. You know, it's worth the wait, I think, because here it is now. We got the whole drill set and stuff. Yeah, I opened this one. It's got a whole other thing back here. I have no idea. And something that fell on the floor. I'm not sure what that was. I will check that out. But very, 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 very cool. I'm not going to open it further than that. But yeah. Oh, it was the directions. Yeah, so excited about those. Thank you, Tom. What else do I have to talk about? You know, like, we're talking about toys, so let's talk about some toy news really quick. Because this video is like super long already anyway, so I might as well just keep yapping. Lots of cool toy news. I'm thinking about doing a, you know, if it's not an Ultrazilla Live, like, I would love to do a toy news video at some point. A weekly one, that would be good. You know, a lot of folks that I follow, like, you know, do that, and I think that always works. I like hearing their opinions on stuff. You could, like, read my opinions on Facebook all the time, but, like, a recap of the week was kind of cool, something I'd like to do. So, you know, and that's in addition to the Ultrazilla Live, but we'll see how it goes. I have so many ideas. Just, you know, a finite number of time slots. But, I don't know. Maybe you guys like that stuff more. We'll see. But I would like to be able to, that would probably require me to do a little bit more than no frill. So it's probably not something that's on the horizon right now. Okay. But anywho, quick, like, let me give you some opinions on some of the things that we've found out about. We had the Tamashii Comic-Con. We had some like reveals right before the Comic-Con. NECA gave us a big teaser. Let's start there. NECA teased an SDCC set of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie figures done in a 1/12 scale, or their scale, which is about 7 inches tall. It's still in the 1/12 line of figures. I knew this was going to happen, guys. Like, I called it like the minute those big figures got announced, and I was just like, I think I'm going to not get those, you know, because I'm on record. Like, I said this on Repacked. I think I said it on my Facebook page. Like, I just felt like these were going to come at some point because they already had the sculpts made. And if you know NECA, they're known for upsizing and downsizing their figures all the time. So, of course, when they do stuff in the 1/12 scale, they have to make it an exclusive because of the Playmates Toys deal. Is what it is, guys. That will be going up, even though it's not official yet. Their exclusives will be going up June 4th through the 6th, I want to say, or June 3rd through the 6th, something like that. It's a few days in a row. That's what they did last year, where they, you know, at noon EST each day, they were like, boom, here's the exclusives, and then you could grab what you wanted. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. Check out NECA's Twitter, check out NECA's Facebook page, their website, for all the details on that. The other thing they've announced already, they announced it today actually, that I'm really excited about, is they're doing a Guillermo del Toro figure, like a clothed figure. I think it's like an 8-inch figure. I've seen their clothed figures before. They actually look nice. I'm excited about that. I think that's gonna be $40 if I remember correctly. So it looks pretty cool. You know, that's something nice if you're a Del Toro fan, which I am. And not only of Pacific Rim, I love his movies. So, you know, definitely in for that if I could get it. You know, if I could score it. You know, that turtle set I think is going to be my #1 priority. If I get that, that's going to be it. I mean, not it, but like I'll try to get that first and then Del Toro second. And who knows what else they're going to announce. Come on, guys, do an exclusive Godzilla. Do like the poster version 54. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that's the NECA news that I wanted to mention. So Tamashii Comic-Con, which is what I said. Right before that, they announced Gamera 3. The SH Monstars Gamera 3. It looks awesome. It looks really good, guys. You can check my Facebook page for all this stuff. Like, you know, yeah, you know, like that's, you know, really, really cool. I'm a huge Gamera fan, and the figure looks incredible. It looks really, really good. So definitely, like, if you haven't seen that, go look for images of that. It looks fantastic. Really can't wait for that. At the Tamashii Comic-Con, they announced they're doing more Pacific Rim 2 figures, Pacific Rim Uprising. They're doing the drones. These are not the kaiju'd out, oops, spoilers, drones. They are, you know, just the plain drones. And they look good. They look really good. And then they're doing a like kind of final battle gypsy with a rocket arm. That looks really cool. Supposedly, like from the pics, they're I don't know if this is just for display, but they had all 4 of the main Jaegers with jetpacks, you know, the jet boosters that they use. So I don't know if they're really releasing all of them. I'm not sure yet. Maybe some might be exclusives. I have no idea. Nothing is known beyond, you know, that they were displayed. The other thing that excited me at the con was the Chogokin, like, heroes. They're like small little, like, classic style Chogokin Marvel heroes, and they look fantastic. I love the way they look. Completely cool. So nice looking. There was a bunch of other stuff at the con that was cool. There was a lot of Star Wars stuff. There was a lot of Marvel stuff. Things I thought were cool was the Wicket, SHF Wicket, the Yoda, you know, some of the smaller stuff. There was a Boba Fett that they showed. All cool stuff. I'm not like totally into any of their lines, but as far as like Star Wars and like the Marvel movies, like I'll get like, I've only gotten very little of either. Like I think I have 1 or 2 pieces on each side. So I have Tony Stark, and then I have like the 2 battle droids. That's it. That's my SHF Star Wars and Marvel. But I'm probably getting more. I'm gonna get that Thanos for sure, and well, for sure right now. I've pre-ordered it, so we'll see. But there are some other things there that I would love to get. So I think I'm gonna cut it here, guys. I've talked a lot already. You know what? One more thing to mention. Sorry. This is really long. And that's on top of my whole video, which is probably more exciting for you guys than this. You have to be really into me to listen to me for like 40 minutes here. Real quick, just wanted to mention again, if you didn't watch my Thundercracker review this week, started a new thing in it. I want to explain that a little better real quick. I'm getting rid of doing transformations of my videos. I always say I'm not good at transformations. Don't follow my videos for your transformation videos. Don't make it a how-to for me. Like, don't how-to from me. Like, I'm bad. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, and I get there how I get there. I've taken them out completely. I'm sparing you guys. I don't think it's a necessary part of a review. I like watching them myself, don't get me wrong. A good transformation is a good transformation. However, it is a how-to and not a review. If you watch a movie review, they don't reveal everything in the movie, do they? So I don't feel like it's a necessary part of a review, even a transformer. Like, how-tos are cool, but it doesn't need to be in it. I could talk about the transformation, which I'm definitely going to be doing, and I'm showing you both modes or whatever many modes there might be. But I'm cutting out the transformation because I'm really bad at it, and like it serves no purpose. It just gets me more frustrated within the video itself. Filming those are a mess for me sometimes. Like I have a hard time staying in frame. It's just not conducive to a good video. It just makes my videos longer for absolutely no reason. I don't think you're getting anything out of it except, thinking that I'm a fool. So cutting them out, transforming them off camera, at my leisure, it just makes for a better, I could really like concentrate on it, see how I feel about it, the transformation, then let you know about it. I think that, my friends, is what a review really should be. It works for me, so that's how I'm gonna do it. So it doesn't matter if you disagree or not. It matters. But I'm still gonna be doing it that way because it works for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to let you know that's how I have to do it to make it worthwhile for me. I always want to include Transformers. I love Transformers, and I was getting down on it because I couldn't include enough of them on my channel. This is a great way for me to do it. It makes me breathe a little bit. It makes me just focus and do it. And I think that's good for you, and it's good for me. All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. That's a lot, but I said a lot, and I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. This is definitely the best version of these vlogs that I've tried to record. So I think I'm very happy right now. We'll see how I feel on playback, but there you go. Let me know your thoughts on anything I've talked about here. Always appreciate any feedback I could possibly get. All right, guys, so please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And until next time, peace out, peeps.